So you show up to A Squadron, and how are you received?
Pretty good, man. Yeah, I mean, I was a new guy, like, for a while. My boss told me keep my mouth shut for a while. I did. One day he was like, why ain't you saying nothing? I was like, he's like, because I told you to keep your mouth shut. I nodded. He's like, you probably do well here. I didn't say nothing. But yeah, I don't know, man. I was received just fine. I definitely felt like I was fucking trained and ready to go. And for the first time, I felt like I was close to being on par with these guys. You know what I mean? Instead of like, what do we do here? You know, I felt like I'm fucking ready. Let's go.
Were you on par at that point?
Almost.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Like, look, true skill won't come later, you know, until you're a boss and you don't got time to shoot. And you're like, hey, guys, what are you doing? Like, I hate when you show up and beat us. Have more experience at this. You know what I mean? So, you know, experience is the time, is the end of the day, I think, for that experience, whatever you call it.
What year is this?
96.
Where were you when September 11th happened?
Fucking trying to get jump numbers to go to a free fall instructor school. I was out at Rayford jumping.
Did you have any deployments with Delta prior to 9/11?
Yeah.
What were you guys into?
All kinds of shit. Bosnia for one.
What were you doing there?
I did PSD there, amongst other shit. Tons of shit.
Were you impressed?
With Bosnia?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? Bosnia was a fucking shit show. You know, even then, we sided with the Muslims. That wouldn't happen after 2001. We'd go to these fucking, you know, Turkish army camps, you know, fucking Al-Qaeda camps. Nothing we could do about it. But the Serbs were the bad guys, right? Is that how it's kind of like how the war went. Mm-hmm. And I would say Bosnia, I fucking love Bosnia, man. I thought it was great. I had a great time. It was my first taste of chaos and making my own rules as I go. You know what I mean? And then I was a new guy. I had to hang out with, like, I don't know, the guy who complained all the time or the guy who talked all the time, like you with him. And he's like, why do I get the guy that never shuts up? You know what I mean? Well, I'm the new guy, you know what I mean? So, but no matter who they paired me with, I had to, you know, do my job. And I worked fucking hard in Bosnia. Everything I was asked for, I achieved. I think I got one of them defense meritorious ribbons in Bosnia, whatever the fuck you know what I'm talking about? Like defense meritorious service or some shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. I got some fucking award for Bosnia. It's pretty good.
Right on. Where were you when 9/11 happened?
Bragg. Yeah, as a Bragg, I was skydiving for free fall instructor. I had to have like 250 jumps, so I go out with the Knights. I go out with the accuracy team, and them motherfuckers are jumping like 1,800 feet. The first time I got out the plane, I was like, what in the fuck is going, why the fuck are we doing this, right? And then, like, we're waiting to jump, and then, what the fuck? So, like, one guy's like, let me go in the team room. I don't know. And the planes were grounded, and then, like, someone crashed an airplane into the tower. You know what I mean? And, like, the first plane you see crash into the tower, like, is that pilot fucking drunk? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was thinking, drunken pilots or something. You know what I mean? And then the second one, and you're like, So that day I had to go back. My squadron was deployed. The only reason I was back was to go to the free fall instructor. And I was basically the squadron commander. Like, I had a fucking man up on these VTCs. Like, you know, I'm like sitting in these meetings. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, well, you're the senior representative from A Squadron. Like, yo, I shouldn't be in this meeting. You know what I mean? Like, we need a representative from A Squadron. Like, fuck. Okay. So I'm like sitting in this meeting, and like, luckily the B Squadron commander at the time was like, B squadron's ready and standing by, ready, ready to go worldwide. And, like, I don't know, whatever the fuck officer shit he said, you know what I mean? I just said the same thing as him. What about A squadron? My men are, my guys were somewhere in Europe already. So I was like, my guys are, cause like the squadrons are always trying to angle motherfuckers on missions. You know what I mean? So I was like, my guys are already pre-deployed. I know all the airplanes are shut down, but my guys are pre-deployed, X location and, you know what I mean? Trying to like, we're better than these motherfuckers, you know what I mean? And then the B squadron guys at 9/11, like they were driving gun trucks around the compound. It's like, yo, we got a fence. We got guards. Like, why I gotta be on guard duty too? You know what I mean? But yeah, I was the A squadron commander for a little bit. You know what I mean? And then the word that came down in those meetings was, be patient. We got to figure this out. Don't do anything rash. Don't start spinning. Let's be very methodical.
Did you have any idea what you were in for at that point?
Man, I was hoping it was something good. You know what I mean? Like, I've been around this long. Like, we ain't never done anything. Like, hopefully, because there's whole generations of guys don't even get a mission. Especially my day, the 90s and shit. So, like, I was hoping, like, hopefully something good comes of this.
When was the first team deployed?
I don't know. I was on the ground in like November, something like that. I don't even remember.
Were you the first team to deploy from that unit?
I don't remember how it went down, but yeah, we were basically the first guys on the ground.
In Afghanistan? And what were you doing there?
Fucking killing Bin Laden. Battle of Tora Bora.
Let's go into that.
All right.
You start.
Man, me and a couple other guys controlled every fucking asset in the Western hemisphere for fucking 10 days. Every fucking bomb, every pound of ordnance. Me and a couple other guys dropped. And we killed a lot of people. We killed so many people on my fucking first day, like I just stopped counting then and there. Like hundreds. Like it's too many to count. You know what I mean?
How were you killing them?
Radios, took some 50 cal sniper shots, shot some guys, but mostly just fucking moving up, bombing them, right? Because you can't get there from here. And if they shoot at me from that mountain, like I'll just level it. You know what I mean?
Let's go to the brief. Like what was the mission briefing for Tora Bora? What were you guys doing? Like, what was the...
Bin Laden's there. Go get him and kill him. End of discussion. Wanted dead or alive. That's it.
How'd you insert?
Fucking Toyota trucks, man. We drove up, drop a daisy cutter. Man, I had old fucking trusty Rusty. I had this red fucking Toyota truck. Like, I would attract mortar fire like you read about, man. It's fucking awesome. And we just drive right up in that bitch, right into the fucking middle. We get out of the truck on my first day. I'm with this other guy. He was like a Panama guy. He was the guy that in Panama, he shot the machine gun in the barracks and killed all the guys before they got out of bed. So like he had been to combat before. I drive my truck to the top of the mountain, past the tanks. There's fucking savages, the tanks shooting, like total fucking chaos, right? There's press. We had to fight our way through the press. We had a guy almost shoot the press. It was great. Like, this is the best thing ever, right? I'm thinking. So we get to the top of the mountain and like, we're just getting mortared like you fucking read about. And I asked that guy, I was like, is this incoming or outgoing? Like, what's going on here, right? Like, he's like, why? I'm like, this is fucking great, right? And I just standing there, right? So he kind of like walked back by the truck and just left me there, right? And then like, I don't know, 10 years later, he was like, hey, remember that day on the top of the mountain? I was like, yeah. He was like, yo, those were incoming, but you had such a fucking smile on your face. I didn't want to ruin it for you. I was like... I asked you incoming or out. If you said they were, I thought it was like the tank fire and kicking up. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So like, and at the same time, like in the book Kill Bin Laden, like the the fucking savage commander guy, I don't even remember his fucking name, but he's just like, yes, those are your men. And like, Dalton Fury's like, yes, those are my men. You know what I mean? And he's thinking, what the fuck are they doing? You know what I mean? And I'm just over there like, this is fucking great. And like the savage commander, like, your men are very brave. Like, your men are brave. Like, they fucking love me. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of what it was like. Total chaos. No idea what was going on all the time. Let's just make the best thing happen right now we can.
So was that your first kinetic deployment?
Yeah.
As an operator?
Yeah.
Through Ranger, through SF?
Yeah.
In sounds like several years over a Delta as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how did that feel?
Fucking amazing, man. Amazing. And then like typical team shit. I got two guys arguing who's going to be in fucking charge. One's senior by time. One's actually in charge, but he's junior by time to the senior guy. So these guys are arguing. And I just leave them argue. It'd be like, call for a fire mission, linear sheath, fan them out. You know what I mean? Half air, half ground. I'm just fucking working it. And then it'd be like, be like, hey, they asked you for danger close. Say, hey, stop arguing for a minute. Hey, how far are we from the bad guys? 400 yards. They said 600. Yeah, send it. Get behind a rock. You know what I mean? And like, I fucking drop it. You know what I mean? And then, so these guys argued, and I just took the time to just focus and kill as many human beings as I could. They'd fucking shoot at us. We'd fucking level it. We'd move up. They'd shoot at us. We'd level it. We'd move up. Like, pretty simple.
Was that affecting you at all? I mean, that's your first. Let's talk about your first kill. You said you were on the 50. Do you remember it?
Yeah. Fucking McMillan 50. We shot dudes like, I don't know, 2,500 meters. The problem is like, look, this is why I'm not fucking claiming 1 million of these fucking kills, because you can't get there from here. But I'll tell you this, the motherfuckers never shot again. How do you know?
Mm-hmm.
So is this confirmed kills? So like, yeah, we shot people, man, with that 50. It was fucking great. Because
2,500 meters?
Yeah.
That's your first?
Yeah.
Shit.
First 10 days of the war.
That's your first engagement with a...
Later, I'd have to go to Special Forces sniper school because I thought I was going to be a sniper team leader in the unit because I'd been a sniper for so long in the unit. And like I'd already had kills, had a big beard. They hated me over there. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's not right. But first 10 days of the war. And then we just killed and captured so many people. Like, I don't think guys really understand, like, the lone survivor story, right? The Taliban, on the Navy SEAL team. You know what I'm saying? And then it didn't go well for the SEALs. Okay. Bring 400 of your friend. Tell them to bring their fucking trucks. Tell them to bring their machine guns. And, like, we would just kill all comers. All comers. You know what I mean? And you'll hear other guys. There's other times we did even more of this in Iraq. We just kill everyone that shows up. So it's like the lone survivor story. Like, I don't even understand it because we would kill hundreds of people in a fucking day. Like, yeah, show up. We'll kill you too. We don't even care. Like, I didn't understand how those things really happened. You know what I mean? Compared to my experience and what I saw. You know what I mean? And then so... literally, man, I can't tell you how many days I got where we just killed so many people you can't even count.
So, basically zero rules of engagement. Just kill anything that shows up.
I used to call it State Department by Shrek. I'm the fucking State Department here. I make the decisions. Kill everybody. Let's go.